Dougie, we last spoke on the first day of pre-season. We're now a couple of weeks into it. How's things been?
Yeah, terrific, Gareth. You know, the main thing over pre-season is getting boys up to speed again, and obviously the games are to get minutes in the legs for the start of the cup competition, obviously. But other than that, no, it's been great. I had a couple of bodies in as well, wee Boydie, Callum Waters, Brothers, and Ryan Mirren. So the squad's coming together. Still one or two that we want to bring in, just try to work on stuff, work through the targets. But again, a lot of that comes down to the old cliche is cash is king. So we just work away and see what happens.
And like you say, in there, you know, it's all about getting minutes in the legs. 2 friendlies so far against Alloa and Annan. Obviously, unfortunate what happened on Tuesday with Michael. You know, well, obviously we're hoping he's well, but you know, in terms of those games, good run outs for the boys. Yeah,
but Alloa obviously our first game for everyone. Try to get up to speed, if you want to call it. But the most important thing was getting minutes in the legs for boys. Don't really look too much into results. It's more about gelling the team together and getting up to speed for the 15th of July against Kelty. So, like I say, the Annan was a great test for the boys. I thank Brian and his staff for allowing us to come through and play. And Tuesday was similar. Unfortunately, the game had to get abandoned after 60 minutes with injury to Michael. And I feel for the rest of the lads as well. Well, obviously Michael for his injury, but the rest of the trials that are in it only got a couple of minutes. You know, we'll try to get them game time, and unfortunately the circumstances. But the pleasing thing for that, Gareth, is that Michael has dodged a bullet. His injury's not as bad as it feared first, which is really good for him. He'll probably miss weeks rather than months. So on that front, really glad that isn't as bad as it was first feared.
You mentioned the new additions to the team, Stephen Boyd, obviously signing on Tuesday, a player you know well. Just tell us a bit about him.
Yeah, Stephen's a player that we don't have in the building. You know, he's very, very good on both feet, can play off either side, can play in the 10. He'll bring a real energy. He'll get fans off their seat with his trickery. And just a good lad, you know. Like you said, I've knew Stephen since he was a kid at Hamilton, come through the academy and at the first team. Played a lot of games in the Premier League. So again, it's another player that's got real quality and potential of playing out of the Premier League. So good experience as well. Probably didn't get as much game time as he probably wanted last season at Inverness, but certainly this season we'll be able to give him that.
And just looking at Saturday now, obviously a big game, Renfrewshire Derby, still just pre-season, but brings back that competitive edge for the boys.
Yeah, listen, no games are friendly to me. You know, you want to win every game. Yeah, we know that the most important thing is try to get minutes in the legs and get boys back to speed, but you want to win every game, and tomorrow's no different. You know, it's a game I've played in. I've played for both teams, so yeah, it's a game that we want to win, but also it'll be a game that St Mirren want to win. They want to try and get their boys up to speed as well. So, like I say, I'm sure there'll be a good game tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
And for you, you mentioned there it's a game you've played in. You've played for both teams. What are your memories from it?
Yeah, the game at St Mirren Park was, I think, my first game for Morton. 2013 season, we went up to Paisley and won 4-2. Fantastic performance. Unfortunately, the season didn't pan out the way that game went, but that's just, at times that's life, it's football. But yeah, a great experience, great occasion, and again, I think it's the same tomorrow. I'm hearing there's a lot of tickets being sold for the game, so I think the atmosphere will be terrific. And like I say, when you play your fiercest rivals, the friendly party goes out the window.
I mean, you've always mentioned how important the fans are.
Yeah, listen, I think the part of how the team played last season, Gareth, obviously will be massive, and the sales that went through the roof so far this season, fans buying their season tickets, etc. And it's great to see. Like I said, they were 12 man last season, and we want that to continue. You know, we want to make Capello a fortress this season. Fantastic home record last season. Probably got us to where we were last season. We got to continue that this season, and like I say, tomorrow St Mirren's our first game. We want to start with a bang and hopefully get 3 points, a win anyway, to kickstart that run of games that I expect the boys to follow on for last season.